Hello, I'm Bonovoxel. I've been asked how to set up the farm, the Tree Slicer 2.0, because someone wants to build it into his survival world. Here's a video which is made to explain how to set it working for the first time in order to better comprehend. There are other two videos which explain how the machine works in case. But if you want to set in place, here's what I do when I join a new survival world and I have to prepare it for working. So, first things first, the placement. We've shown our chunks with F3 plus G. The key is F3 plus G and the chunk appears. Then we will find the center of where we want to build it. So here should have no water around, and we place it exactly at the center of 4 chunks in a fashion that the 2 piston corners are all inside a single chunk to don't have issues with the pistons when they load up all in a bunch. So from the center of 4 chunks, like here, we will go straight to the corner of 1, okay, and we'll count 1 block, 2, 3, 4 on the diagonal, and on the 4th block it's not perfectly centered because it's an uneven number, and we go down 4 blocks like that. Here's a super flat, there's bedrock, okay, and then we will need the how's called that thing? The structure block. To obtain the structure block, we will press T and enable the chat. Then we will digit slash give P or your nickname. This is a structure block. We select it from the list. Specify the quantity, 1, and press enter. And we are given the structure block. Then we go down the hole and at 4 or 5 blocks deep, I don't remember, probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we place the block and then we claim back the structure. So in load mode, the structure is NTF5 as it's called in the word download. We include the entities, we press load 1 time.
Structure Minecraft, NTF5 position prepared.
And this is in the wrong way because it faces this way, so we have to rotate it 90 degrees. So get back there, click on this, rotate 90, set done, not load, done. We verify that it's into the position we would, and it is, okay. So this time is in the correct position. We can click load.
Structure loaded from Minecraft, NTF5.
It will crash your PC for a few times, for a few moments. Okay, he did it, and it already has the water. Okay, it's 1 too low because it's inside the ground, so 4 blocks in the ground. I missed it. I saved this file when it was in the jungle, so it will spawn also these leaves. Cancel the leaves, but the structure is summoned and it's done. When you remove the block from down below, you'll see disappear also the square that contains it. Second things you have to do is to prepare on your hotbar these things you see here. You'll need something for the TNT, something for the set the water, and some bone meal to prime the machine. So let's see step by step how is done this thing. Number 1, prime the TNTs. So here we are up here. We have the TNT dupers that is not primed. Otherwise, when you load it to the structure, it will start by itself and probably self blow up. Come here to these slime blocks. You see there's one where's the coral fan. I'm lighting up now. at his side, here, it goes the TNT block. Yep. Up here, you have to prime it. You can't obviously activate it by putting directly here the rail, because when you put here the minecart, it will blow up. So you have to miss the update to the TNT. To do that, you do like this, okay? Then you'll need a whatever block behind there. Let's take a block. I forgot to do it before. Whatever block is good. And you push the minecart at its place by the side with the piston. So you set the piston here. You can put on the minecart the activation you prefer. Set it in place, and this TNT duper is operational. Let's make it on the other side. Voila. Step 2. We have to put the water where it has to go. And so the collection system has one water here. That button will finish in the thing. We'll see that later. Then we have the second one is on this block. Don't set it on this wall, because it's an opposite stair and it will spill the water all around here on the corridor. So when doing this with the bucket, you have to aim on the floor. And as you see, also on this side, on the pavement, on the floor, not on the wall, and you see the water covers just enough. Same on the other side, corner, side. I used a dot, I modified the crosshair, now it's a dot and I can see it when building. It's very practical for exploration, but you see it's not so much when building, but okay. Third thing, you have to fulfill this column that pulls up the bone meal, the recycled bone meal. To do this, you enter in this spot here. Against this block, you'll set the water source, or against this one, okay. The water goes down, and in all the direction is supposed to. Then you go down the column, start planting the kelp from down below. And now, when you destroy the kelp, you will have all water sources, and the bubble column will create when you destroy the last one. Voila! Get out, put the glass back at its place. All the machine is cased into glass to avoid the fungi growing amidst the mechanisms. Do the same on the other side. Oh shit. Kelp. Destroy the kelp. Okay. Then we back to our bone meal. No, we close the glass on the second pod also. Okay. Then we have the bone meal with us. we go upstairs on the second floor. By this entrance we should see the two bone millers. They are set in a different place with the updated 2.0 circuit, but okay, in that case you will enter by here and see them by the side, but here's the same stuff. The bone miller up, we check it has some bone meal to start. Same thing we check on the other down below. We see for, okay, this is the one below. We go down and we do the same thing on the other side. Okay, done this with the bone mill. If we are in the work download, here there is a misplaced hopper. As you see, these one are in the correct pattern, they do the round, but here we have this hopper that is pointing in another direction. This should point into this one, so we correct this, breaking it. It has a lot of objects stuck into, as you see, because it wasn't pointing this way on the side of this one, and this is the correct position. We see that these observer are facing each other, but they are not in the correct position, so we have to set them. Amazing. So we will try to stop it. Okay. Okay, now it's self-reset. Let's do the same thing on the other side. I don't know why there is a piece missing, but okay. Let's break this all. Put the observer facing this way. Sticky piston below. Honey block. There's this piece of terracotta missing. It's okay. Now we'll drop this inside. When it will go back to 32, 26. Okay, it will self-reset, and we're okay with this. We have to verify the pistons. Now it's cluttered with all these things, with all the trees grown. Substantially, there's a way when you see all the pistons are in the wrong position on a side, I could correct them from the commands below, but the best thing to do is to go one by one inside the corner of the column and verify that all the pistons are in the 0 position, in the rest position, completely rested, that is this one. So we set all the two columns, all the two corners, 4 columns, into this position. A suggestion I can give you is that if you build this machine in your world and you decide to operate it, don't leave the machine unattended, or yeah, let's go, you can go AFK as you want, just when you unload the chunks, so when you move far from the machine or you even take the portal, you will even put close to the machine. Don't go to the nether, don't unload the chunks where the machine is in, even if you are AFKing, you don't want to do anything. because when you back from the distance and reload the chunks where the machine is supposed to be working, you will probably have a problem with the pistons unloading or loading back all at the same time, and while the machine is activated, it will probably mess up the firing sequence. Okay, was the last one. So you see all the pistons are reset in the rest position here, and on this side too they are reset, and so we will start the machine. The machine is perfectly primed, so we come here on the first floor, we go to the TNT switch, with right clicking the node block we activate the TNT, it will start rain TNT, and it's perfectly everything fine. Yoo-hoo! And then we will go start the grow of the trees by activating this one. And coming on the other side to activate the other growing pod, the other farm switch. And now the machine is working. And in a few seconds we will see pushing it a grown tree outside, and will be blasted the pieces by TNT. Also, I forgot one thing. You can come here down below and check if maybe some pieces, some lost pieces, are fallen into the circuit, because they tend to stuck into here. So you remove all the things that are not compostables from these two hoppers, which compost the items on one side, and also on the other side. Okay, now it's free to compost the thing. And now the machine should be fully operational, and as you hear composting some things, it means has already grown something, and the TNT is blasting the blocks down. So this is the machine, and this is how to set it up for the first time with command blocks, obviously, to copy it if you want to copy it in your Lord, and how to prime it for the first time. For other further explanation on how it works, how's made the circuit there down below, the growing circuit or the piston wall, you can refer to the first video or to the second one, where I modified exactly this circuit in order to make it more efficient. Hope it's been helpful, and feel free to contact me on Twitter or on the commentaries of YouTube. See you on the next time. I've been Monovoxel, and goodbye!